Hello, it's Friday. Let's celebrate. I don't know about you, but I have been waiting for Friday since about 2 p.m. this afternoon. It just couldn't happen fast enough. And I've got a pretty cool list of things I want to share with you today, which is all very cool and awesome and exciting. So how has your week been? What have you been up to? What are we going to celebrate this afternoon? Well, the first thing I want to do is say a massive, massive thank you to everybody who has jumped on board and read through the Sales and Marketing Spice School website copy and helped Nicola and I see where the typos are. Special thank you to Natalie and Katrina, because your efforts were amazing and completely outstanding and so unexpected, and Nicola and I both went, whoa. So ladies, I will be sending you both a private message asking for confirmation of your postal addresses, because I'm going to send you both something to say thank you. Just wow, just the willingness to jump in and help from the community is just awesome. I'm still a bit gobsmacked. Nicola and I use this app called Marco Polo, and we were both doing guppy fish faces at each other like, wow, wow, wow. So that's really cool. Thank you, ladies. And Carol, hello. You've got some awesome celebrating to do this week, as you've got the epiphany about all things Carol, which is incredibly exciting. Knowing who you are and what you stand for and being able to explain that concisely and easily and elegantly, that takes our positioning and takes our marketing to a whole new level. And it also cements something in us. So I like to help people understand that I am the jigsaw puzzle master. I can take all the bits and pieces of stuff floating around everywhere. I do it with my rehab clients. I do it with my careers coaching clients. I do it with my coaching clients, my practice building clients. It's like all this stuff is scattered around everywhere, and I help plug all the pieces into the hole, and we get the picture sorted, and then we get strong from the inside out. So I then morph into the yoga instructor for you and your business. So you get strong from the inside out. Now, it's taken me some time to be able to execute that language the way that imagery works, but it works, doesn't it? You all get the imagery of the totally fragmented brain and this training and that training and this process and that process. And if I could just pull it together, and we all think that we can do it ourselves, but often we can't, and that's okay. And I didn't own that as my secret sauce for so long because I just thought it was boring and unhelpful. But then there's gorgeous people like Carol who's like, yeah, Joe, that's really, really helpful. Jen, it is so awesome to see you here. Congratulations on upgrading to your colorful rehab socks. I'm so impressed with your rehab journey. And we have Nissa here today, and Frank. Oh, Frank. Wow, that excites me that you would turn up here. How are things going in your practice, Frank? I haven't seen you for ages. That's really cool. I also wanted to give a massive shout out to somebody who is really active on this page. Her name is Bec McMurray, and Bec is a rehab counselor and also creating a phenomenal movement of women who want to be more than just mums, but really own their motherhood, who really own some complexities that happen with mental health around being a mum. She's got her own remarkable journey, which I was so honored that she shared with me, and surprised but honored, and she's just doing great stuff. Now, last night, Bec won an award, the Rehabilitation Excellence Award for the Aluka sector, which is, you ready for this? The Australian Life and Underwriting Claims Association. She was the only non-insurance company person, so she's not employed by an insurer, to actually win an award, which speaks volumes to her work and the quality of her work, but also to the value that we as health professionals in this sector actually have to this industry. And I am so proud that Bec is a part of the Purple Co team. Funny story, Bec actually approached me on LinkedIn wanting to know if I could help her build her practice. And I said, sure, what do you want to do? Let's talk about that a bit, because, rehab counselors, we're a little bit obscure and weird, and I know how to build a rehab counseling practice, and I've helped lots of people do that, but I need to make sure that there is some stuff. I need some stuff to, You know, you've got to have a mindset for being an entrepreneur and being willing to be a little bit more risky. Oh, Julianne, Tamara, hey, thank you for joining me today. Hey, Julianne. So Bec's having this conversation with me, and the more she's talking, the more I'm going, I want her. She's mine. I want her on my team. I want her on my team. So here she is asking me if I could help her build her practice. Now, she really didn't need any help. She had some great connections and great ideas. She just needed someone to say, hello, could I have you, please? And we've got an amazing relationship. And she's put her hand up to help me with some blog posts. And she's given me an incredible piece of artwork that was me looking at it, incredible piece of artwork that she's created for me. And I just really want to celebrate her this week. Tamara, you need to follow her. Well, and I'm going to post links to how you can get in touch with Bec in this post today, because, you know, she's awesome. I'm really impressed with her, and I'm so grateful for the work she does for our clients and for this industry. And yeah, that's really cool. So other things to celebrate this week. Well, we all know that I managed to have half a day off on Wednesday. I feel like that deserves some celebration. I got a guest blog post written this week for Brighter Vision. I've been asked to be a part of their community, writing community again, which is really cool. They're a fun, funky bunch of people. You know, it's not easy to make website development fun and funky, but they kind of get to do it. So being asked to be a contributor to how to write good copy and the purpose of writing good copy, I'll share a link to that when it's been published as well, but that's been pretty cool to get that finished. And I had another 2 practice building clients say, Jo, when can I start working with you this week, which is unexpected. And I can't actually start anybody new until August. Yay for me. How cool is that? I've learnt over many years now of doing this that the last thing I want to do is put myself in a position where I feel like I'm chasing my tail all the time and can't keep up with the things that I've promised. So that's pretty cool. I'm feeling pretty chuffed about that. So what are you celebrating? I'd really like to know. I can't see all the messages coming through because, you know, Facebook doesn't like to tell me everything. But what are you celebrating? What else are we going to celebrate this week? And I also, while I'm waiting for those comments to come through, sorry, I got lots of words today, I'm going to share with you an amazing initiative that Serena Jones from Allied Health Support Services has put together. So as health professionals, we don't get recognition a lot, right? Like there's business awards and there's leadership awards and there's this, that, and the other thing awards. But Serena actually saw a gap where we're not very good at saying thank you to each other or acknowledging each other. And that's why I was so excited for Bec McMurray last night. So she's put together this thing, this awards nomination called the Allied Health Awards. And I think it would be awesome for all of us, especially those of us in Australia, to jump on and actually start nominating people. Now, I am going to share with you that I've been through the process, and it's a fairly robust process. And I talked to her about this because it's not a simple tick and flick and things are done. You actually need to be thoughtful, and you actually need to demonstrate why this person deserves recognition, that you're actually going to be nominating, and you have to let them know that you're going to nominate them. And I must admit that freaked me out a little bit, but I understand her intention behind that. She wants these awards not to just be tokenistic. She actually wants them to be a true reflection of how we as peers can celebrate each other and honor each other. So I really want to give a big shout out to those awards. I will post the link here below. She didn't get back to me. She's busy. Serena's busy about when we've got the dates until this is due, but please support her and support our peers and colleagues with these awards. And there's also awards for a rehab counsellor, which makes me so excited because we don't get anything. So rehab counsellors in your world, let's go support them. Carol, what are you doing? Oh, yes, you've got your presentation on hoarding tomorrow, which is wonderful. I am so impressed that you've got that up and running. And okay, honey, nerves are a good thing. And nerves are normal. This is brand new information out there in the world and nobody else is doing it. So yeah, pressure off. Just pretend that you're having a cup of coffee with people. They're going to love it. You know what you're talking about. You've got this, Carol. And Julianne, you're celebrating 2 confirmed start dates for new physios. And this, oh, wow, you are on a big staff trajectory. Look at that. 2 new physios and an OT starting. That is cool. That means more. So I want to know, have you expanded into other parts of Sydney now? Have you expanded into other parts of Sydney? Where else are you? Where else can I send people to you? And Nissa, what have you going? Oh, yeah. Mental health and allied health are not recognised as much as they should be, not just amongst ourselves, but the public. Absolutely, Nissa. And that, there's lots of different reasons for that. And one of them is we're not very good at promoting ourselves. Now, I'm not suggesting that we should walk around and go, I'm a rehab counsellor and I'm awesome and I will fix all your problems. But I'll give you this example. So I've been working with a nutritionist because I've been diagnosed with a thing and I think a nutritional approach to it would be awesome. Now, my general GP, who's my primary care physician, I've been with her for years, and that's okay. She sent me to a rheumatologist, and the rheumatologist has put me on medication. Great. Didn't want to do it, but I'm glad I did. And I also want to support my body by getting really good nutrition inside of it. Well, it's been a bit of a fight because she didn't value what the nutritionist could, and she wondered why I would spend the money on that and couldn't understand why I wouldn't just take more of the prescription medication. That didn't make me very happy. So I had to get some blood tests done, and that was a bit of a fight because the GP didn't think they were necessary and thought that it was over-servicing, and that's cool. She ended up agreeing. In the end, because of those results and because of some of the things we found out, she's actually said, Jo, could you please thank your nutritionist for suggesting this, because now we've got some other things we need to deal with, and that's okay. I'm not dying. It's all good. But it was just such an eye-opening experience for her to go, oh, I didn't pick that up. And if I didn't pick that up, I'm so glad someone else did. So since then, she's actually asked me who my nutritionist is and how people can get in touch with her. So I then got my nutritionist to send her a letter saying, hey, I'm the nutritionist, and probably some business cards to float around that medical centre. So if we don't take those opportunities to promote each other, no one else is going to do it for us. And let's face it, our patients or clients really don't like telling everybody that I was sick, horrible and awful, and then I went and saw this physio and now I'm awesome. We need to help them with that language. So Julianne, yes, your Gregory Hills site is opening in August, which is great because that's a brand new suburb that people don't even know exists. So that is really fabulous. So allied health professionals, mental health professionals, people who just love on people, here is to a great week. We made it happen. I'm just going to change that to a D. Need to get a new mug. And we are valuable. We are incredible resources, but we also need to make sure we switch off, we turn down, and we hug and love on the people around us. So next week, I think that I'm going to talk into objections, because I had a really interesting objection come up this week that I think will make a lot of you laugh. And I can see that Bec McMurray has just arrived on this call, and I can't wait for her to hear all the celebration about her and watching the comments. And I'm looking forward to being able to share her information with you all. And I'm going to say goodbye because I'm going to finish my week on a high, and I'm looking forward to catching up with you next week. This is Private Practice, and today it's been freaking awesome.